Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's the Y2K collector, and 2025 is exciting because we're going to see reprints of some really awesome games, including The Messenger, which I'm excited about. I'm also hearing about a reprint for the Okami, the original Okami HD. I guess once they announced that there was a sequel coming out, scalpers immediately took to eBay and decided to try and price this game at $400. The pricing on this game eventually started to dwindle down to 200, 150, and now I'm seeing where folks are trying to get at least $60 for this game. So the hype train on this one kind of died down really quick as soon as the reprints were announced for this one. So in either event, anytime folks can get a chance to play really awesome games at reasonable prices, that's always a good thing for the gaming community. So definitely excited about that. But one of the things that I am most excited about is the announcement of the new Ninja Gaiden game. Now it's supposed to be called, I think, Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden Outrage, or I think that's what it's going to be called. And the reason why I'm so excited about this Ninja Gaiden remake or re-release or new release, not re-release, but this installment into the game, is because it's going to be made by the same folks that made Blasphemous. Now, many of you who follow the channel for a long time, you know that Blasphemous is my favorite Switch game currently. I've been a huge fan of this game, not only because it's the perfect combination of gameplay, pixel art style, story. They just did an excellent job with this game. And like I said, it's a leader in its genre. I have yet to find a 2D side-scrolling, action hack and slash style game that has been executed better than Blasphemous. I think it's one of the best executions for this style of game, and it's really my favorite for sure. I've got multiple copies of this game. I've got it on the PlayStation 4, and I beat it not too long ago. So when they announced this new Ninja Gaiden game, immediately the graphics on that game, I was just drawn in, just by the way the 2D pixel art looks, the way the main character looks, even in a standstill position. Just the animations look amazing, and I'm sure the gameplay is going to be great. What I think kills a lot of 2D side-scrolling games is when developers give the main character a lot of over-the-top moves and a lot of over-the-top special abilities, almost like with Gunvolt. In Gunvolt, sometimes the main character in the Gunvolt series can seem overpowered. Their moves just seem so powerful. It's like, your main special attacks are just all over the place, and then that's cool, that's fun, but if you can easily wind up just spamming or cheesing with that move, and it kind of just takes away from the difficulty. And in a game like Blasphemous, there's like a perfect balance between how much power they give the penitent one in terms of his weapons and in terms of his magical abilities. They give him just enough to be able to make it through the game, but he never feels overpowered. He never feels like he has too much. And despite how much power he gets, there's still this dependence on you, the player, to be able to wield those powers in a way to be able to beat the bosses. And I think that's what makes Blasphemous such a great game. It's that he's never really overpowered. He has just enough power. You don't feel weak, and you don't feel like you can't make it through the levels. And I think that's really the balance that makes this game great. So if they can transfer that over to this new Ninja Gaiden game, I think that we're really going to be in store for an amazing treat. And it really gets me excited to be returning to the Switch in terms of collecting in 2025. When it comes to the Ninja Gaiden series, I've had a number of Ninja Gaiden games. I recently picked up the Ninja Gaiden games on the Xbox, including Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black. There is the Ninja Gaiden, I think, trilogy, which is available on the Switch as well, which I think gives you like all the Ninja Gaiden, like Sigma, Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. I think all of those like ones that came out like on the PS3, those are available in that collection. But then you have a game like Ninja Gaiden Z Yaiba. And this is kind of like a very interesting spin-off, and when I saw Outrage, this was the Ninja Gaiden that I thought of, just because this Ninja Gaiden is very different in terms of presentation. I think this is one of the most beautiful games on the 360 or the PlayStation 3 for that matter. And in presentation, right? In presentation only, it reminds me of Azura's Wrath, that whole cell shaded, very bright neon pinks and reds and oranges and yellows and greens, just these beautiful neon colors. And then just, you know, the hack and slashing, I think makes this game a beautiful game to look at as well. And then even when you look at what they packed into this game, you know, just considering, obviously it comes with a manual, which, you know, that's a long lost treasure that we don't get anymore in games, but it also came with a pretty like just gnarly comic. It also came with the game, and then on the 360 version, I believe it came with a soundtrack that I'm not sure if we saw on the PlayStation 3. I know the PlayStation 3 does come with a comic and the manual, but I'm not sure if that one came with the soundtrack. But either way, you know, they just packed so much into this game, and I feel like in a lot of ways, Gaiden, however you say it, I always mix that up, but how they just presented this one was really, really great. Honestly, I think this is really one of the more underrated Ninja Gaiden games in the entire like, you know, franchise. And you know, we definitely saw the impact of the Okami Part 2. We saw the impact that it had on the Okami games. Shockingly enough, you know, the announcement of the new Ninja Gaiden game had zero impact on, you know, the the existing Ninja Gaiden games. And I think that's great because it's going to allow people to have a chance to go back and play some of these Ninja Gaiden games before, you know, tackling that new Ninja Gaiden game. And we've seen pretty much the last Ninja Gaiden games that we've seen have all been 3D for the most part, 3D games. You know, the 2D games pretty much ended on the NES with Ninja Gaiden. Then obviously you have Ninja Gaiden 2, and then of course Ninja Gaiden 3. So I'm stoked about it. Like I said, I think the thing that excites me the most about the new Ninja Gaiden game is just the fact that it's made by the folks who made Blasphemous. And I mean, geez, I can only imagine just how much fun it's going to be playing that game. So let me guys know. Let me know what you guys think about guys and gals. What you guys think about the new Ninja Gaiden that's coming out? You know, are you excited? Do you think it's going to be like just a top tier in its category? Do you think that the new Ninja Gaiden game is gonna be better than like games like The Messenger or any of the other like action platformers that we've seen so far on the Switch? I'm interested to know your thoughts. It's the Y2K Collector, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.